So then what? If those two patterns are trying to coexist. To express our truth as an individual, starting from the baby into a bringing forth the creation into a world that says you can't. Has been the past, has been the history.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the system we're born into. So awareness as a parent, when baby wakes you up in the middle of the night, which is your night, it's not his, but it's yours, does he meet with an energy that's irritated?
No, I wasn't actually. I just like.
But you know what I mean. I'm not saying
Right.
that's
Yeah.
what he meets with, but I'm asking the question.
Right.
Okay, like what is he learning?
Yeah. No,
from
for
his
sure.
environment. What's he picking up? You know, isn't that interesting though?
Yes, because it creates patterns.
Yeah. See, your opportunity right now as a parent is so unbelievably full of potential. And that's why I'm bringing this up, is because there's so much you can do in your own interaction with him that can really impact his life. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, big time.
You know, you can choose to work with his rhythms and his, you know, his 3 G's right from here. When you come from an assumption that little guy is whole and complete as he is going to give him a very different life experience than if you consider him to be a blank slate that has to be taught everything, that has to be bombarded with information all his life in order to fix him.
Yeah, it's like I can go with his rhythm. So there's option A, which is a flow. Option B, I'm gonna make you.
Yeah.
So do you want to go in the flow, or you're gonna go in resistance?
Exactly.
And making you is a control. It's a controlling to my will. I'm tired. Please be quiet.
Yeah.
And from the other pattern is I'm hungry. That's why I'm letting you know.
Right.
And so in that, the learning becomes between both. When I'm hungry, I get a energy of irritated. That just creates a pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all, of course, the structure. That's
Yep, yep.
we call a home from the parents, which is what we pick up, and that's all natural. And we can be better with it. But our awareness is all around it. But otherwise, I mean, the wounding is going to happen.
Yeah, it's interesting that you bring the point around feeding. So imagine every time, or he cries, and then you feed him, but you're like, oh, this baby needs, he wants to eat again. And eventually, like, he associate feeding with a bad thing. And I kind of wonder, like, if, because some babies, like, they don't eat as much. And because of that pattern of associating, like, feeding that is a bad thing because they heritate my parents, then I'd rather not ask for food.
Yeah. Yeah, because I got, when I wanted food, I got this feedback.
Right.
And I think that really becomes important when we start to form our words.
Oh, totally.
And then the other question is, then what is if you could draw it up, how would you always want to be?
Here's a simpler way to consider that, actually. So Pascal, how much money have you spent over the last few years trying to identify your divine guidance in your life?
Trying to define my...
Yeah. Like trying to fine tune your inner guidance system.
I didn't spend anything.
No, you're doing breath work, and you're doing,
Oh, okay, that kind of stuff.
all
Okay,
that kind of stuff.
like kind of building my inner self, my inner.
Right,
Okay.
right.
In the last few years.
The language is important, Craig, if you're working to get people aware, because my answer was 0 too.
Okay, well, thank you.
So how much work I've done on myself, basically.
There you go.
Yeah, okay, right. That's better.
Okay. Yeah, if I think about all courses, and then
we don't need a number, Pascal. Just
but just roughly, right?
Yeah, but it's been a lot. You've been doing a lot of work, especially the last few years, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
$500,000.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you consider a baby, okay, has this inner guidance system. Inner guidance system says, I'm hungry. Okay, meets with resistance. Feedback comes back to resistance. No, I'd rather you not do that right now. I'm not this. So what happens is that, can I not trust my inner guidance system that's telling me I'm hungry?
Mm.
I'm getting feedback that says, no, this isn't the right time. So look at what's kind of happening. Is that baby starts to doubt inner guidance system because the feedback that's coming back is not consistent with it.
Right.
And 40 years later, I'm spending thousands of dollars trying to get it back.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's quite interesting. Yeah.
And everything I've just said is all about energy. It's about the energy that that gives you those impulses in your body that say it's hungry or say that it's time to pee, those kinds of things. And it's also the energy that you get in the form of feedback. Or feedback you get in the form of energy. Because that's what's being read. That little sucker is reading energy like crazy. The energy exchange. It's very abstract and conceptual, but that's the superpower that he has that's very pronounced right now in his little life. It's all about the energy exchange and the interplay and the intercommunication of that energy back and forth and around and throughout. And it's very reliable to him right now.
And yeah, that's what I was telling to Jesse, how communication, even though like we think they don't understand, it's extremely important. I'm reading about like Montessori, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I read the book twice now, and I think I'm gonna read it again. But yeah, it's really like acknowledge their feeling, right? Not like if they're crying, not be like, stop crying, stop,
Well, yeah.
you know, I want to sleep, come on, right?
Yeah.
But like more like, oh, I see you're crying, you know, what is wrong? Like, is there like anything, you know? And then you might get it wrong, right? Like you might be like, oh, you're hungry, and then you don't get what he's saying really, right? Because like he put his arm in the air and whatever, so you don't know if it's a diaper, but like you can like, you know, try something, and eventually like you'll associate, be like, oh, okay, you got me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I do this, then you'll know that I'm hungry, you know, like raising my hand, my right hand. And then if I'm need poop, like I'm gonna grab my bottom or something, you know what I mean? Like, so like communicating is extremely important, right? Like even though we think they don't understand, but like if I say, oh yeah, I see you're upset right now, like what's upsetting you, right? Like, so really like, yeah, I think it's yeah. And I love Montessori for that, because and also like it's really making your kid more independent, right? So like they're really like they're the predominant creator of their life, right? So like you can help them as much as they like, as little but as much as they want kind of thing. So, but it's really like kind of pushing them always like to challenge themselves, right? To an extent, so like they can feed on their own, like they can go to wash them on their own and all that, like instead of like doing everything for them, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But you
'cause
know,
again,
the assumption that they don't understand is
yeah.
unfounded.
And again, like if you think like you, or if you believe in past life, while going to the washroom or whatever, it's just for them to remember how to do it because they've done it before. Right? But it's like, it's almost like on the other side, they just like got this, you know, a new hard drive, and then they go on with life, right?
Mhm.
Like a plain hard drive.
There's a
And we pay a lot of money to remember past life and whatnot. It's just like, it's interesting.
yeah, there's that whole thing about remembering and the memory is there's the physical memory that kind of starts from scratch because your whole physical being basically starts from scratch. You know, it was you know, it was a conceived cell in the first place that became many and became a fetus and all that kind of stuff. And the same thing's true about your physical memory. But there's an energetic memory that you bring with you as well. And that energetic memory is what contains all of your interactions with the field that you ever had. And that's the part you don't remember.
Hi, Allie.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey,
Morning,
Good
Ellie.
evening.
Morning, Ellie.
Evening.
Evening,
yeah.
Ellie.
I love it.
Let's do our words. What's our word for the day?
Mine is communication. I spoke quite a bit about it.
So I asked, it was joy. So communicating joy. That is my answer to the question. What is the dominant? If you could do it, you could live it. Could you be it? Could you transfer the energy through joy?
My word for today is faith. And the knowing that everything's always working out. And just being in the present moment and enjoying the journey.
Enjoy. Huh?
Enjoy.
Enjoying faith. Communicating joy through faith.
Oh, I
With
love that.
faith, of faith, to faith, and faith. And we went over the halfway point, so that's why we got a little spin in it, didn't we?
My word for the day is believe. I have that belief because, you know, I always break it up. I like to break things up. And B stands because Emmanuel lives. I expect victory every time. And it's, yeah. So, yeah. I believe. Not in myself, you know. That's the best part. I don't need to trust myself anymore. Because I don't trust myself, to be honest. Because when you have to really go into taking big risks, big chances, it's no trust. There's nothing to trust. And that's faith for me, you know. So yeah, I'm across that bridge now. I've crossed the bridge. And it's scary. It's very scary. But I think this is when it's really scary, then I know because of that fear, there's something that is on the other side that I'm truly need to be or need to receive experience.
Something you truly want.
Desire.
I always think
That's
when
the
we
word
make
that
those
came to
choices.
me.
Yeah, right? Mm.
Desire.
Yeah.
Is what we're all afraid of.
Then also not having the support. Not having the support when you think this is very, it's important to, I talk, you know, for myself, it's important to me, you know, it's investing in me. I'm the investor, you know, and just because other people don't support that, it's very discouraging because I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of fighting for it, you know. So this is where I really feel the wonder of really not rushing into anything, but knowing that it's not for you to fight for it. it's you know, because yeah. Because if I look back at my life and I look back even in the last 3 years, if I didn't step out and do the certification, I wouldn't, and listen to other people, I wouldn't have been certified in this work. So that was a risk taking because it was actually, if you do it, then it's the end of us or the end of everything. You then make choices, you know, like people give you those choices. And that's not love, hey? When you have to choose for yourself what you're choosing, because you know this is right for you, but because the other persons or other people have that control that they want to control because they're scared. They're scared. They're scared of your actions. They're scared of your growth. They're scared of you making, you know, a success. To be honest.
Scared of change.
They're scared of change. And it paralyzes a person because then you think to yourself, you want to please the person. You want to please because you don't want to fight. You don't want to fight. I'm done with fighting, you know. I'm done with fighting with it. You know, I'm just going to say, yeah, fine. You have a choice. You can choose. You don't need to. You don't have to, you know, but this is what I'm choosing because I know I've got to take the risk. And it is a risk.
But it's the excitement in that risk.
Oh my God, it's so exciting.
Because you know.
I know. That's the thing.
You know.
Yes, I know. And I've said to myself every time that I've known this, I've had to take a risk, leaving my homeland to come to the US. I've had to, you know, just take all these risks, you know, and if I look at it and I go, wow, if I didn't take that risk, where would I have been? And that's the thing of being, no need to feel stuck. You don't
Yep.
need to feel stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, baby.
Then taking that. Yeah. So I just like, yeah, I'm in a very tight position now. But there's so many things around me that it's like showing me, no, you're on the right. You're in the right path, Nikki. You're not doing anything. You're doing what's right. I asked my intuition, like, hey, am I doing right? Like doing the right decision. It's not like I'm just going, not allowing myself to take the responsibility of it, because anything that happens after this, I have to take responsibility, right? Yeah, of course. So I always think of that, but if I think about it, it's always, everything's been so hard. It doesn't have to be, but it is,
Yeah.
because if it was up to me, I would just go, yeah. But then when it's other people involved, it's so
Yeah.
restricting.
It is.
You have to be restricted, but just by what you're choosing, what you like, what you don't like. Because if you like something, they don't like it, then they've got a problem with it. And it's just always contrast, like always. So done with that. It's like, I choose not to have that anymore. Because so what do you do when you have somebody that's not coming in agreement, and it's so negative and so pulling you down? Like, I'm talking pulling you down, like make you feel like it's like you just like, it's not even worth it.
So I have a suggestion for you, Nikki.
Yeah, I would like any suggestions coming this way now.
So instead than fighting with people, so that's what I do. That's what I've been doing for years, and trying to convince them. Just lead by example.
Yeah, and I do that. I absolutely do that. I absolutely
do that. It doesn't matter
what
what people think, and if they follow you or not. Because if you're attached to like, oh, are they going to follow me or not, then like you're going down their pattern. But if you just lead by example, and if they fall off the wagon, they fall off the wagon. So what? You'll pick up other people on the way.
That's it. You just stay in your own lane, doing what you're doing, and just keep doing it. It's all working out.
If it's true to yourself, then just keep on going.
I got a deeper question, if I may. How do you stop believing that you're the one that's wrong?
How do I stop believing that I'm the person that's wrong?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not wrong. When I say I'm not wrong, I mean, it's an investment of investing in myself. So that means I can use it in other things. Of course, I can use it on other things. Not just got external in son's life, and it's not just my son and further on in his life and his impact. So for me to know that where I came so far in my life is because I had to do it with the understanding that I'm doing what is right for me. So when I had to leave South Africa, my mum, I was very concerned for my mother, because we lost our father, lost my dad. She was with him, goddess of the marriage, 42 years. And I really was concerned, and I really thought to myself, oh my God, this is major. But it's, this is what I have to do. But I remember, praying about it. And when I went to church, it was the most beautiful thing that happened. Somebody out of randomly, I didn't even know the person. We were just talking, and they said, you got to, like, it's it was so obvious that you just got to follow your heart in that way. And then I went to my mum and I had a talk with her. It was very difficult, you know, very difficult talk. And you know what she said? And that's another thing. Yeah, that's another thing you must understand. With people, you know, when you're really speaking from their heart, then you know it's spirit. And my mother said, you got to follow your heart, Nikki. And when I heard that, I said, oh my God. So I've had to go into this knowing that this decision I made a couple of months ago, it was another hard decision, and I had to make that decision. And it was also very threatening. Like, I'm going to lose everything, blah, blah, da, da, da. And then I made it, and I was petrified, and I'm talking petrified. But boy, I didn't expect it to be so rewarding. It was so rewarding that I thought to myself, my body is just vibrating and it's telling you, look at you now. This is who you are. This is the identity that you're stepping into, right? By the actions. Now I come across another big decision, and the decision is not major. It doesn't have to be, but it becomes a huge obstacle, like a huge mountain I have to now face, you know? And it's so like in my heart, I go, yeah, you know? Money is just a measurement. Money is a blessing. Money just comes and goes. But how long do we live on this earth for? I mean, what are we living here for? To stay the same? No. And so here's the decision making that I have to make. And it's just so uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. Because everything's been a fight, and I'm done with the fight. I said this morning, it's done. I'm done to myself. No more fighting, man. I don't mind if people leave. I don't really mind. But when I've invested and I've also put in my work, and I've also been loyal, and I've also been committed, and I've also shown up, and I've also made investments, major, big investments, never asked for anything in return. And just because that's who I am, this is my heart. This is what I am about. And yeah, people only wake up later, but then later is too late. Yeah.
So where's the conflict
Where's the
For you.
conflict?
for you, Nikki? Where's the conflict? Where's the fight?
For going for what I love. For choosing me, you know, just choose me.
Where is it? Where is it in you? Where's the conflict in you?
Good
Like, do you
question.
mean where does it show up
Conflict
in our
in you.
body?
No, what is it? What is
Obviously,
it inside you? What is it inside you that you expressed in the last 5 minutes?
my heart. I'm not saying my desires, because desires can also stop you, but my truth. It's my truth of
Hey,
how
what's
I
your
want to
truth? What's
choose,
your
what I
truth
want to choose.
conflicting with? What is that conflicting with?
A lot of discouragement,
Old patterns. It's old patterns.
soul destroying.
Yeah.
It's old patterns that are hold down and control. And it's in the choices, and it's an old pattern that this is the only way I know how to control it. Now, looking into the intentions behind the control is what matters. The truth behind the control, the truth behind the fight. It's like, oh, is the fight for, what's the fight for?
But I don't want to fight. I
From the
don't
other
want to
person.
fight.
From the other person, the other relationship. I
The
know
other-
you don't.
Yeah,
Why are they fighting? Why are they fighting your greatness?
because they're scared.
Yes, they are. They're
It's
scared of
big.
what? Of what?
Then I'm going to leave. I'm going to just.
Yes. So, and so that matters, right? Do you see the importance of that?
but I don't want to be anymore. I don't want to be anymore like this. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I always like just giving my best, and it's not about that, but it's just enough.
Good.
That's
Do you have
why
any?
I
Do you have any fear of losing
noticed I
them?
just let it go. Losing them, but I've been very
Do you have a
that it's very
fear of losing
important.
them?
I'm
Yeah,
not
she
scared of
does.
anything really, Pascal. I'm not
Oh.
scared. Trust me, I'm not scared. It's not about me being alone or people leaving me. No, it's no more that. This is about just, feeling that passion in my own understanding that I can finally just crack myself open and say, you know what? Allowing me to start from scratch, allowing me to say, how do I choose this and how would I like this? And everything had to be and said, you maybe not like it, but this is what I'm going to eat. This is how I'm going to sleep. This is how I'm going to be, who I'm going to spend my time with. I mean, everything is monitored in such a way that it's a control because it's such a fear-based there, it's controlled. But if you look at the person and you look at their lives, they have to literally get their back against the wall because they can't make a decision. They can't make decisions. Yeah. And so for that, they look at you, and when you're making decisions, because it's so productive, being on this call, for example, it's the most productive thing of my day, but it will have an issue. It will have major issues. And you think to yourself, is this really love? Or is it just convenient because you're control? You want control.
Yes.
And because you're out of control, you want to make it so ugly that I can't even be on a call with people that I want to be with and I want to engage with. And knowing that you can't expect it from one person. So here I am going out, finding out what books I want to read, who I want to talk to, who's my friends, who I want to just spend my morning. That you can't expect it from one person. You have to look out and see, there's many things that people can give to you and add on to you. But if it's a morning call and it's you because I'm on a call, then you must think to yourself, where is this going? This is dead, man. This is like, what's the point? Yeah. Like, is this a wake-up call for me?
Can you stop for a minute?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to stop.
Yeah, there's a lot of charge.
Yeah, it's a lot of sadness.
And what you just said.
Sadness.
Okay.
I'm sad.
So we're trying to stop it. We're trying to stop it so that we can look at where the actual fight is. Because it was external, but now it's internal.
Yeah.
Okay. You're conflicted inside. There's a fight that's going on.
Yeah. The fight for my freedom.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
For once in my life.
So where is it? Where do you feel it? Where does your body feel it?
In my chest.
Okay.
And I found it very difficult to breathe. This morning, I had to really exercise my breath this morning with very strong inhale and exhale and really move my body to the energy can move and move with it because I couldn't breathe. And I mean, when I couldn't breathe, my left nostril was blocked completely.
So you're feeling constriction.
A lot of restriction.
In your heart area, and it's got something to do with your lungs too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolute. And in my shoulders. Yeah, in my shoulders.
Close your eyes and look at it.
Yeah.
Okay, just look at it for a moment. What color is it?
What color is it? What color?
Feel what color it is.
Gray.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's gray.
What shape is it?
Oh, what shape is it? Hmm. Triangle. Triangle.
Triangle.
Yeah.
Are those
got
angles
it.
sharp? Do they feel
Yeah.
sharp?
Yeah. The points are sharp. I felt that because I asked Superconscious now. It's definitely a triangle and it's very sharp. Yeah. Very sharp.
What does that sharpness mean?
How sharp does mean? What does sharp mean? It's just, what does the sharp mean? Pain, discomfort, restricted, it hurts, can't. Yeah.
Hmm.
I just choose resolution. I just want resolution. I just want resolution. I just want, as I've always wanted the will of God, it's, you know, to follow through.
Is it the will of God that's provoking?
No, oh, definitely not.
You sure?
Well, when I say I want the will of God, but I also know that this is,
Yeah, don't give me an answer. Just
Mm.
what does that feel like when I ask the question?
if this is the will of God,
Is it the will of God that's the sharp part that's poking you?
honestly, you know, it's not tempting me, but it's allowing me to do what is necessary.
Okay, not words. What does that feel like?
It's
Is the will of God sharp?
it's the
Does
will
it
of God
feel
sharp.
sharp?
I don't think it's not sharp in the sense of that.
What does the will
I
of God
just
feel
know
like?
that I have to do what I have to do, that I know when it's uncomfortable. That's when I know, because that
Okay.
is what God's always shown me.
Okay, just a second. Using language, have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's forcing you to? What makes you think you have to? What's the energy behind I have to?
I want to do what's right.
Okay, but do you have to do what's right?
Yes. Mhm.
Are you being forced to do what's right?
No, I'm not being forced to do what's right. I've been
Why
nudged.
do you have to then?
Mm. Yeah.
There's force behind that somewhere.
What is the force behind it?
Well, you're in conflict with that force. There's where the fight is.
Yeah. To believe, just to believe in me, you know, just to believe the fact that it is what it
Yeah,
is.
that's what you want. That's what you want. But what's the force behind? What's the force behind that?
What's the force behind it? What is the force behind it? What is the force?
What's the have to? What's the I have to?
I don't know why it comes up for me. I don't know why the victim kind of mentality comes that I will be punished for it. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I know what it means. It's just coming up for me.
Yeah.
The failing, the failing, the failing.
What failing? Who's failing? Jesse,
know,
can you
yeah.
mute Pascal?
Yeah, I was going to say. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
No, I just want to just be. I don't. I just choose to. It's just that everything's just been a fight, and I'm just like, I'm come to the place where I can surrender to that now. I don't need to. I can understand, you know, but I also know that if I had to listen to somebody or listen
Nikki?
to others, I wouldn't be where I am. Yeah,
Nikki, you're not surrendering to it.
I know.
That's the point. Okay.
The surrendering
Because
of
you're having a real resistance to even looking at it right now.
Mm.
Okay. We're
So
here
what
for
is
you.
it?
We're
So
here
what
for you
is
right
it?
now.
Okay.
You have the answer to that. I can't tell you what it is. But you know what it is. You know exactly what it is. Okay. It feels sharp in your heart area.
Mm.
It's kind of like you're being stabbed by it.
Oh God, yes,
Yes. Yeah.
big time.
So what is
Really?
it that's stabbing you, Nikki?
Restriction. Just the restriction of that I'm enough to go for what I'm choosing. But you also can't make choices for other people. So it's like, because I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. You know, I'm not this
Yeah.
attachment of being and holding on to something that I know is dead. And it's just about,
That's why you're frustrated.
yeah,
That's
It is
why
very
you're in conflict.
yes.
It's because you know your nature is bold and unafraid. You know that.
Mm,
But there's this thing, whatever it is,
person.
that's in conflict inside you with that
Yeah.
boldness.
Absolutely. And I know that. And I've played small for a long time. I have played the game. I've played the game to follow through and do what I said, do what's needed and keep the peace and, be, and
Okay, so
I've done
why
it for
can't
a
you,
long
why
time.
can't you be bold?
Because it's a threat.
What's a threat?
I'm a threat. I'm a threat. But also a threat to put me
Oh my.
in a box, because then the
Oh
other
my.
person can feel strong enough. And you do feel weak then eventually. You do feel freaking weak. And you go,
Yeah,
okay,
did you hear what you said? Hear what you just said?
Anna.
You can, there's a huge belief just came out.
Okay. Could you repeat it?
You said, I am a threat.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a threat. I'm a threat.
Ooh. Is that true?
To some people, yes.
Is
To
it true
people,
to,
I
is
feel
it
that it's,
true to you?
I'm not a threat.
Yeah. But it's become true to you.
True. Especially the people that
Yeah.
are close to me.
Yeah, you've embraced that belief that you're a threat.
Mm.
Oh my.
Mm.
That belief is stabbing you in the heart
Oh my God.
right now.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's it. That's it, hey? It's very painful. Oh, it's so
Yeah,
painful.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, I just feel like it's so small, I just feel so small and little.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like everything, all my ears come out of me. It's like taking this life out of me. I know.
Yeah,
just
it's become that belief has become part of you. So can we step back from it a little bit
Yeah.
and take a look at it?
Yeah. I need help. I'm serious. I need
no,
help.
you don't need. No, you don't need help.
Do anything anymore. I don't need.
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
need.
no,
I
no.
don't know anything anymore.
Yes,
I
you
don't know
need-
anything anymore.
Yeah,
I
because
don't.
that's how it expresses itself, Nikki.
I don't mean to cry, but it's just,
In those words.
really, honestly, I can't. I
Yeah.
don't know anymore anything. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll give
Yeah.
up.
yeah. That whole deception is coming out now. Oh my.
I'm tired of just being behind the scenes and hiding because I'm
Yeah.
so scared.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm so scared to see myself.
yeah.
Letting people, it's just like wanting people to, yeah, just like
Yeah.
let them
Just-
see what.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I do
Yeah.
know. It's just.
Yeah.
It's just very confusing at the same time, and it's like then you get it's just right now. It's like I feel the release happening in my body.
Yeah.
Major release is happening right now. I'm glad I'm walking.
This is kind of funny. This is kind of funny because you say it's really confusing. and you can't explain it, but you keep trying to.
I know,
It's kind of like
because I
That's-
want to
that's
explain it.
part
I
of the,
want
that's part of the pattern too. You want to explain it. You want to explain it to other people. You want to explain it to yourself, but it's still confusing no matter how much you try to explain it.
and you just get more confused.
Yeah, well, exactly. You just dig
So
the pit
how do
deeper.
I infuse it?
Well, that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great
It
work.
made you cry, but we're laughing at it.
Yeah. It's true. It's like a
Because
release.
It's so friggin' absurd, right?
Yeah. It's a complete release.
All
It
right.
really is.
Yeah. So Nikki, what's more than likely happening is when we make space.
Yeah.
This is called making space. And it's drawing our boundaries. And those boundaries overlap and interfere. And there are boundaries around where other people, it's time for them to make choices that they're not comfortable with. It's called making space. It's got to make space for you. So it's dropping old patterns that are there, old ways of being, old things, so that new can come in. There's only so much room in this body, in this being. And so if you think that making space bumps up against old patterns around all the ways that it used to work to control things like that. And what you've done, and so the question is, whose resistance is it? We all know. It's one of these situations where there's some of yours that we worked through, but more than likely it's other people's resistance that they're confronting. You're forcing the confrontation of it and also getting feedback. What I heard for you is you want resolution. So be clear on that's the future pacing. You want what is resolution and take it.
Sorry, my phone cut off.
Yeah, no good.
My phone cut off. I'm walking here and it's cut off, but I'm on now again. Thank you. So what
Yeah.
were you saying about boundaries?
Yeah, boundaries, good. I was wondering where I lost it. So it's space, right? You're making
Yes.
space in that.
Mm-hmm.
Whose resistance is it? There's some of it's yours, most of it's somebody else's.
Yeah.
And the controlling aspect, the old patterns are trying to come in from all the old angles to gain control of it again. Control of you, control of the situation. And you're making space and you're pushing it away. Now, what you're forcing in a way, but it's not force that's doing it, but it's the natural force in the way that you're moving with it, is you're saying it's time for you to make your choice. People don't like that because they don't like it. But that's what you're doing in your space, because your space is, I'm still choosing you. I'm not certain you're choosing me the way I need it, the way I have to have it for me. Because we can make this can work, this can continue, we can't stay as it is now because it has to be new for me to move forward. So it's the other people's big resistance inside that pattern that is trying to control it, and they'll go all the ways they know how to do that. And the only way is to let it go and start new as well as best they can. You're expert at it. You've done it. You know how it needs to be done. So the word that you used this morning was resolve. You want resolve. Now, that's a pretty hard, harsh word. I would say, what does resolve look like on the next day? And that would be what you want.
What I'm choosing more than what I want.
Yeah, the resolve is the edges. It's the sharp edges that are just
Yeah,
turning. It's
right.
that triangle that's turning that just keeps cutting you up, causing the pain. So it's
Yes.
like when it's resolved, let's just
Yes.
allow the resolve to release. And the next day, what is it? What is it that you want on the next day? Because you can have that.
Yes. Yes.
That's the space you are creating.
Yes. And I've been creating for a long time.
Yeah.
The space of peace, the place of joy,
Mhm.
the place of love, the place of forgiveness, the place of being kind, the place of being generous, the place of being faithful, and the place to be self-control, especially concerning my emotions. Because I know the emotions is going to create what I'm choosing. So,
And they can't be controlled. No, there's no need to control them. It's just to acknowledge that they're there.
But then others
feedback.
want to come, yeah, and they want to just stamp it. They want to like smash it.
Yeah.
Any success, any little bitty success, if it's just a small success, even if it's just a decision, it wants to make and damp it and literally destroy it. And it's heartbreaking, man. It's a heartbreaking because it's like, that's not friendship, man. That's not friends. That's not love.
Yep.
You don't break and destroy people, man.
Making space, but some patterns that works. And some,
But I was
and some
allowed.
patterns that works. Coming from the other side, I would say that a provider pattern is being threatened.
Yes.
I'm not
Yes.
good enough to provide what you want. That means you have to go do it. And in the structure of things, that can be, that is a personal attack.
Yes. Yes.
Empathy is that. So notice the empathy and speak into it, release it to allow it the space to resolve.
It just stops me from making a decision because I don't want to bring any pain, discomfort.
As if that's your responsibility.
So you'll take it then?
No, I'm not going to take it.
Thank you. People got to sit in their shit if they need to. You can't, they got to sit in their diaper. You can't, I mean, you can choose to change it and put it on yourself if you want, but that's pretty gross.
That's right. That's what happened. Yeah, that's what I've done.
I know.
I've carried it. I carried the shitty things. And I'm only to blame for it. Yeah, it's
remember, creation keeps it all open.
yeah. Yeah, and
All
I feel
open.
that. I feel the space. Yeah, I feel the space.
And it's beautiful when it's their choice. Oh, there's so
Isn't
much
it?
peace
Isn't
in that.
it?
There's so much peace in that when you know it's like, all right,
So much peace.
it's yours now, not mine.
Yes.
Doesn't make it any easier.
Yes.
Yeah, it does a little bit, I mean, for the moment.
Yes.
Just think of the space. Just think you're creating your space. And
yes.
it's not separate, not separating space. It's just space for new.
Mm.
And the boundaries, it's like those boundaries are there. It's like, I will not go there. Because you'll see the pattern coming. You can see the pattern coming, and you like, nope.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
You sure we want to go down that?
Yeah. I don't feed into that anymore.
Yeah, good.
I see it. I see even the child. I see it. I feel it in my body. Even immediately speaks to me, loud, very loud, that I can't even open my mouth. I can't. I can just sit. I just sit with it.
Yeah.
It's it's quite profound.
And
'Cause
that's
I don't-
frustrating as hell for someone in control,
Oof.
because they need that response, that feedback. And that's not the feedback they need.
Yeah. So it's come out with all the guns now, boy. Let me tell
Yeah.
you.
Yep.
It's shooting bullets, big time. Bullets, like dangerous bullets. Because, yeah, I'm also a person that values people's words. And, words are something that also shapes you. And if you say it, then I know it. And then I go, okay, you showed me not just by your behavior, but by your words now. Then it's like a lineup to say, okay, this is how you really see it. This is how you see me. You know what I mean? Because I see the best in people. That's what I see. I see the best. That's why I'm in this work. Because I believe in the best. I believe in going for the best. Thriving and enjoying and having to enjoy the struggle. I don't mind the struggles. I will struggle with you because I know the struggle. But when you see me and you allow me to see me through your eyes, then that to me is so discouraging, because then I know there's nothing, because you don't love then. You're not in love. You're not loving. You're not standing for even the meaning of what love is. It's just manipulation and control. And that's what I had my whole life. And so maybe I'm breaking loose from that. And it's very hard.
And there's space. Now I would speak to the space that is there. There is space for love.
Oh, absolutely. This
Speak to
walk,
that.
talking to you, walking, talking, being here. This is, to me,
You can always come back to that. Always come
Yeah.
back to that in your conversation. Bring it when you're in your, it's like, no, there's space for this. There's not space for control. There's space for love, not control.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I love that. That just resonates right through me right now. That alone is what I'm going to take home with me today.
Yes.
Like, no more control, just love.
Yes.
No more control.
Yes.
Don't want to be controlled anymore.
All the space in the world for love.
That's where my mind is. That's where I just feel like a little girl, a little baby now, speaking and feeling it.
Yep. We're going way before the words. Perfect. Patterns all the way back, all the way, go far as back as we need, all the way back. Generationals goes all the way back.
It's so much control. So much control.
In all relationship, there we go, all the way through.
Yeah, I just want to know my innocence. I just want to know my truth and my not needing to mimic my father and what I experienced. I just want to create from a place that I can just be and know my truth. That's all. That's all I'm asking. For once, I can just have people that, even if I feel that I can be in a space that make me feel encouraged, that's what I want to be. That's what I choose to be. That's what I give. And unfortunately, I don't get it with relationships.
Just a pattern. We're looking to the past. We're
Yeah.
making new space. We're making new
And
space
making
so
new
that there
space.
is. So that there
Oh
is.
God, it's so relief.
That old pattern no longer plays here anymore. Go all the way back just to the beginning of that pattern, and yeah, there it is. Ooh.
Yeah, I hear that. I feel that.
Let it go, and that.
I can let it go. No more fighting. I can finally just let it go.
Mona,
I-
Mona and Annette do a wonderful timeline to the beginning of love.
Oh my God.
Yeah, wonderful share. I would say yes, and the, why I brought up like if we're scared of losing people, because that was my pattern. So my pattern was I wanted to belong so bad in my life with a group of friends and stuff. So when I got it, I didn't want to let it go. And but I found out that by not letting go, I wasn't able to express myself to my fullest expression. So I wasn't ready to lose these people if they didn't want to hear what I had to say. So, and when I surrender to say, I don't care if they fell off the wagon, then that freed my being. So I was able to express myself, and I didn't really care if people were resonating with me or not. And yeah, I lost quite a few friends in the last few years, but then I found you guys.
Yeah.
So it's when you're ready to let go for a new space, then that new space gets filled in with what you want.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So even like, you know, for example, if say my wife, like at one point she's just like, you know, completely different than me, then it's, if she's stopping me from expressing myself, then that's too bad, but I'll have to let her go. Right? As hard as it can be. But it's not fair for me, and it's not fair for her. So
I created it. So it's not like I'm putting blame on anything. It's just that I see myself as a young girl and the relationship that I can relate to my father, because this was always a control, and I always had to fight for anything or anything I choose for, whatever I'm going for, if it was a trip overseas that I wanted to go, or a car, or whatever it was, he had to be in control. He had to, and that pattern, I can see now how it's taking me through my life, because I've been in abusive relationships. It just carried through into my adulthood, and I thought like maybe people don't get me, but it was because I was so on the defense and so hurt that I thought I had to protect myself in any cost, no matter what. And then I now realize that I have got a heart, and that's what I asked many years ago. Please help me to get a new heart. Like I thought my heart, I was broke. I thought I was totally useless, broken, no good for nothing, nothing. And then I said to myself, I got a heart, you know, I can feel. I also have things that I choose for because I just love it. And I was denied my whole life, and I'm tired of it. And now you think that a person that you have invested in and you showed up and you're absolutely your best, it's like a trophy you have actually a trophy in your hand, but still it's just not enough. And it's just like and then it can't emotionally feed, it can't physically feed, it can't spiritually feed. It's so like, and it's just, living different lives, and it's like, yeah, and then you go and search for love, and you go search for kindness, and you go search for friendship, because it's, you're not getting it. And then what's really the point? And then when you want to make a quality decision to invest in your life and in your family, because everything I invest in, I think about my family, but it's just like, it's not happening. It's just, it's not happening. And I can go on my whole life. People can say they love you, but it's convenient for them to control. Because everything like this, it's been a control. It's everything I've tried to go forwards, even no matter, it's just the same pattern. And now I'm letting go because I've made space. I do what I love. I go where I want to go. I eat what I want to eat. Because that was also controlled. Because when you make a decision to make your healthy decisions, and you make things that you decide that this is what you have to do, to go to sleep a certain time, to wake up a certain time, to follow your commitments and your chores. People have to, and if you don't drink, that's a big one. If you don't drink, oh my God, like, what's wrong with you? Like, literally, what is wrong with you? And I go, yeah, what's wrong with you? and to listen to your body and everything. And that was also like, oh, you're gonna eat, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. We don't sleep here in New York when I came here, blah, blah, blah. And I just decided, no, I gotta do what's right with me. And then later on comes, and then later on they see the results, because results comes by work and by effort, consistency. Then they see the work, and then they see the results, and they go, oh yeah, I wish I was like that. Oh, I wish I could do that. And then talks about how to lose weight and all that nonsense. And then you go, okay. So this is where I'm saying, that's why I know how people feel when they're overwhelmed, when they're around people that can speak life into somebody, and it feels good. It's like going to church. It feels like going to church. Yeah, and I want to go to church. I want to live. My body is a church. It's a temple. I just want to keep it nice. There's nothing on anybody. I'm not, I just want to keep it nice. But even that, they have a problem with, because it's
When you think of soft, what comes to your mind?
soft.
Yeah.
Pillows.
Yeah, soft pillows. Good. All right. And what are you doing with pillows when they're soft?
I smell them. I put my head on them.
They're all around you, surrounding you. It's like a cloud just floating in them. A cloud of pillows
Yeah.
just surrounding you.
Yeah. I love
That's your space. That's your soft space. Because
Yeah.
you can easily go too hard.
Yeah. So true, eh?
And when you go to hard, you're gonna fight.
That's right. And yeah. Like
There's
what's
your
soft
anchor.
with, oh my God. I was about to say that. And it feels good, hey? It really finally feels good. The body can receive it. I can accept it. Oh, it's really, this is a beautiful thing. And the sadness is gone, because it's just a moment.
Yes.
I don't have to be sad
Mhm.
for too long.
That's right. It is a new moment of now, surrounded by pillows.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
And there's the giggles.
Oh my God,
Nice
that's
work,
so
Craig.
good.
Nice
Oh
work,
my
Craig.
Oh my God, that's so good. Oh my God, it's so much release there. So much. Thank you so much. That was really powerful. That was like, whoo, if I had my heart on my sleeve, that was it, hey? That was it. But I'm really grateful for that, because sure, I'm just feeling life in my body, appreciation, gratitude, and love, and hope, believe it's all going to work out, you know, because I know I know it's destiny.
That's what's
And even if-
possible in 70 days.
Ah, so powerful.
That's what's possible in 70 days.
Yeah. I know.
So whenever you notice that, whenever you notice that sharp feeling in your chest area,
Yes.
that sharpness and that thing, just go to soft.
Oh.
It's really that simple, Nikki.
Oh my God, that's so good. 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 Oh my God, that's so good. I know. It's so good. I feel it. I really feel that.
It's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, but I feel it in my little girl even. I feel that
Yeah,
little
well,
girl.
of course, yes, you do.
Give her, yeah, here we go. Now give her that gift. Give her that little girl. Hand her the pillow. There we go. And just say, here, just lay in it, play it. Now, what is she doing with it? There you go. Oh, God. Finally. Ooh.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good.
So now you can come forward and meet today in that pillow and that softness. And there we
thank
go.
God.
Now we can look at resolve. You guys can go
Oh,
together
thank
towards
you.
resolve.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. No resistance. Absolutely no resistance. I had so much resistance. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Way to take, team.
Wow. That was a team. A team.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, that's so,
Yeah.
that was amazing. I mean, like, honestly, wow. Wow, thank you. I really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate it. It's changed everything for me now. Ah, changes everything. It's a real starting point, eh? And I
That
feel
is
it.
why-
I feel it.
That is why those that are find themselves in pain in the moment and frustration and anger and sorrow and pity or whatever it is, that they need to talk. They don't need to hear others talk.
Yes, I hear you.
But they also need to be reminded, as Craig did, is bring it back. What is it that you want? What is it that you want? Because we spin our wheels in the back unpacking. You have to unpack it. But we always got to remember, what is it that you want? Take it there. Take it there. That's our job as coaches, if we will, as guides. What is it you want? What do you love? How will you have it? How can you be it?
Mm. 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 And give it to yourself.
Mm.
Just giving it to yourself is so nurturing. Allowing it to give it to yourself.
If we don't let that go, we'll just keep playing that damn pattern over and over and over again.
God. Oh, wow. I see that here. And I also see the pattern. And that's the breakthrough for me today. It's the seeing the pattern, where it came from too, and just looking at it, you know, and saying, where do I want? Yeah, that stop. Just stop. It hasn't worked out for me. It's caused an incredible amount of pain, and now I can just stop. Thank you.
It was you know, I'm in a group, a recovery group, if you will, and you know, it's like the counselor was speaking about the 37% success. Like, that isn't success, that's placebo.
Ooh.
That means those that are committed to it will do it, and those that aren't, won't. It's like, you're not helping any. They didn't like that, but
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, truth of it is now the structure's off, which is why.
Oh my God, thank you.
And what we did is what needs to happen for the recovery. No matter what it is, no matter what it is.
Thank
When
you.
we're sick and tired of looking outside of ourselves, we start looking inside. And here's the solution.
Hmm.
I just thank
I-
you. Yeah, I thank you that I'm out of my head. I can feel it now. I'm totally out of my head, and I just want to tell you where my scenery is. Usually, I'm on the phone with you, and I like to be very present. So I don't do anything, then just listen and stay. For you listen, right? But this morning, I knew if I don't get out, and I don't get from that, just get out, because I just get out, and
move, yeah.
I'm walking now. I'm walking, and I like. What I wanted to say is it's just like when you're going inside and you're trying to get it in your head, try and get the answers, and it's just the day can go and you haven't moved, you know what I mean? And so for me, that urge, it was almost like spirits, it's just get out. You really need to just get out of the situation, get out of this environment right now. And in a way that I just got to have space, yeah? And as I was walking, yeah, I wasn't expecting this to happen. It was just like, yeah, it was just very spontaneous. It was just very raw. But now that I'm coming and I'm walking back home, right? So I've walked 10,000 steps, yeah? So just to give you an understanding. So as I'm walking back home now, I'm on the water, yeah? And it's like 2-3 days ago, it was cold. And today, this morning, it's so pleasant because it's like, it's not cold. And it's like, it's just the air is fresh, yeah? And the water from the Hudson, it's coming out. So you smell the ocean. Like for me, it's like ocean smell, you know, like the sea smell. And now that I'm walking home, it's almost like I'm walking home. Finally, I'm walking home to me.
Yay. Yay.
And it's the most
Yay.
amazing feeling because I feel that the foundation that I have tried to build from a young age, to have a foundation that is solid, that is truthful, that is a person of impeccable, my word, what I say, I do. And it's just like, finally, when I can just hear what you and Craig and Pascal says about sharpness, this is very, very, very powerful because now I know I don't need to entertain that sharpness anymore or feel it even. I can just go to softness. Yeah. This is very, very powerful for me because I choose to be gentle, not a pushover, but I choose to be gentle. I like myself being gentle.
Powerfully gentle. Yeah.
I love it.
Power.
Peaceful power, gentle, soft. I love softness. I love, because I've witnessed it in other people. I witnessed it in you, Jesse, the gentleness. And Craig, the softness, the gentleness. Pascal, the gentleness. It's been a really entertaining to be around a masculine. For me personally, it's fed me as I was around the three of you. It's given me that real like, wow, I can see it, I can feel it, and I can witness it. And it's not every man, okay? And so this is very healthy. It's been very healthy for me to witness it, you know, and I've always thought, why am I admiring it so much? What is that? Is that because when you can witness something, you can be it. And especially you can just feel it. Then it's even better. And then you become it. Then you go, oh my God, this is me. I'm not the one that wants to, to fight. You know, it's nothing. It's just, that's just what I also want to say, you know, because it's very encouraging. It's very uplifting and it's totally inspiring. And that's what I want to be. That's what I want to be. I want to be encouragement for others. I want to inspire others. But I also, for myself, I want to inspire myself, you know, to making these choices.
Yes.
That it's possible.
So
possible.
today's was labeled why we can't.
And the sun's just coming out now, so it's really nice. I feel the sun. The sun is in my face. So it's like,
Procreation.
yeah, it's like a very beautiful feeling. So thank you so much. I really thank you for that. It's quite mind blowing. I'm still in process. I'm going to process it obviously a little longer because it's just like, wow. Like just finally, that's all I got to say. Finally.
Yeah, so if I have to resume like this session, so we heard your story, Nikki, that you're tired of fighting. So everything was outside of yourself, right?
Mm.
And then we had Craig and Jesse that make you look inside,
Yeah.
because you said you were tired. You were like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm done with it. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
So you were
Mm.
you're so tired of looking outside of yourself. Then they
Mm.
brought you inside,
Mm.
and that's how they help you to put awareness
Mm.
on what you're feeling.
And giving me a tool,
Yeah,
giving me the tools.
but
To
they
anchor
didn't
it.
give you like a material tool,
No, it's more incisive perception
right?
of
So it's
truth
an inside thing.
Yeah. And that is something only I, as Craig said, only I can receive that. Because till I open myself to that, then I can see it. And I'm okay to open myself to it. Because I'm okay.
Yeah, really powerful session. You know,
No,
it was
I gotta
healing for me, and it shined a lot of awareness on my life too. So thank you.
No, thank you for the space. And oh my God, it's just giving me, like, it's early in the morning still for me. I just love this. Because how I start my day is how I want to finish, you know. And I couldn't get on the call yesterday. And it really, like I said, it changes the direction of my day in a way, because it's almost like it's something that brings me a lot of joy inside. I get a skip in my walk. I just feel like, yeah. It's just nice, you know, it's just nice. And so I had to do something in the end of the evening for myself. I put an avocado and honey mask on my face. Yeah. Something I've never done before. It's the first time. And, you know, just giving myself a little treat, something new. And when I washed it off, I went, oh, nice results. Nice results.
Mm.
My
Yeah.
skin was my skin was soft. My skin was soft and sweet.
Yeah, it tasted good.
And it tastes so good. I was eating my face after the end of that night. I was eating my face because it's so delicious, you know. It's quite delicious. Avocado and honey. It's a very good mask. But I did it, and I thought, that's nice. That's interesting. And so, yeah, I just wanted, like, yeah, it's just been very healing. Like, I honestly healing.
Mhm.
And I'm very grateful. I just feel the Spirit of God. It's so strong now because He's always told me to believe. He's always told me to believe, no matter what, just believe. And I really feel that now. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah. Wow. There's a big release there. Big. I think a big boulder has just been removed from years, not even knowing psychologically, unconsciously.
That's right.
And so much. And now I just feel there's no more needing to entertain that anymore. Just go to softness, because that's who I am. It's soft.
Mm.
So good. That's really good. That's a good one. That anchoring, yeah.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Oh, it's such a good one. It's so good. It's instant. Like when that happens, you can instant go, oh, no. Oh, it's so good. Wow, I'm very grateful.
Yeah, it's like 70 days is probably what you've been here, Nikki.
Yeah,
Out of
and I
that
missed one
130.
day.
Yeah, I
missed
know
one
one
day.
day. Oh,
I
and
missed
two, because I
yesterday.
missed the other day. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yesterday was tough. Yesterday was a tough one.
I hear you. I thought of you. I was like, wow, Nikki, yeah, interesting. And
Yeah,
what
it was
I
tough.
what I Craig, it was wonderful, Craig, where you went in, what's this color and the shape?
Yeah,
I really
I love
liked
that.
that.
Me too. Me too.
I didn't get the color. Everything else after that I did.
Yeah.
That
No,
was
I got
amazing.
Yeah, I got that really described what was happening, truthfully, what was happening, and not being able to describe it in words, but I could articulate, and that to me is powerful, because then I could go really deep with that, and then I could say, oh, I can now relate to what I'm feeling. So it's what I'm truly feeling, what I'm truly experiencing. Because as you know, I went sidetrack, and I was going into my like trying to give you a long sad story again. But then he just pulled me back and said, we're not listening to the sad story. We just want to pull you back and ask what is that sharpness. So it was very to the point and very powerful, because that's what happens. We go sidetrack. We go into the feelings of things. Yeah, I mean,
Well, you try to
feelings
avoid the feelings, actually.
Right, there was resistance. Oh my God, and I felt
Yeah,
that resistance, Ooh.
Yeah, because it's the feeling that's charged.
Yes. And I was grateful to really be in a space where I could say, okay, we just come back, just come back. So that gave a lot of direction. I like the direction because it gave me clear instructions to say, okay, because the brain only knows what you tell it. The brain only knows what you tell it. And you made it also very easy. So it was not a heavy task, because I thought, oh my God, this could be heavy now, because it was feeling heavy, but it was easy. So I just looked at it like that. I just said, this is an easy task. He's not asking for major operation here. He's not operating on me. He's just asking, like, how does it feel? Where is it? And that's I find that feels great, because it really hit the spot, huh? I felt it in my body. It was releasing like crazy. It's releasing like crazy. But I think this is what this is the magic here. This is really the magic. Wow, that's really, really wow. Okay. Well, thank you again, sir. Yeah. Major release.
Yeah, sometimes we need to be reminded that we're human being and not human doing.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to do but just feel.
Yeah. But also, I think with habits is one thing, but a pattern, when you really look at it, that it's a pattern, and then you acknowledge it, that's when the boulder can be removed. And I've tried to chip a little bit, and maybe that was good, because the pain was so severe, because it was very painful this morning, painful. And I could feel that now, finally, with the work that I did, chip away, little by little, because it was massive. But now God's actually removed it completely. It's removed completely. And I feel that boulder. I haven't, my chest is open. Like I can smell the sea at the river. I can feel the sun. I'm
Yeah, I remember you
walking,
talked about your
I'm
lungs.
breathing. Yeah, I
You
couldn't
talked
breathe.
about you feeling like your lungs were constricted. So that should be
Even
gone
my
too,
left
yeah.
nostril, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And my left nostril,
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but I couldn't help it. I had to blow my nose and everything just like, excuse my graphic of letting go of my, blowing my nose. But as I did that, both nostrils are open now. It's great. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
also
there you
it always
go.
shows
That's-
up in your physiology in your body, all that stuff. So anytime there's a conflict, it shows up in your body somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, this is huge. I honestly, I know it's been moved.
Yep.
I know this. I got the anchor also for it. And I know also
Yeah,
in my
you're-
body, my body, Craig, and Jesse and Pascal, when I know that things are happening, I can feel it in my body now. And that
Yep.
that's unconsciously telling me I'm choosing a yes. This is how you want,
Yeah,
this is what
yeah.
you're feeling. This is the feeling you're choosing now. Oh, it's so good. Oh, glory to God. Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
Powerful.
Yeah, your body's your guidance system. Just like we were talking about Pascal's baby.
Yeah.
Okay, his body tells him when he's hungry. His body tells him when he's got to pee.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they'll even be in time. In fact, I saw a video yesterday. I was flipping through stuff of this baby that was his little lips were sucking on nothing.
Oh,
It was just like, yeah, he was just going like as if he was on a nipple or something like that. But there was no nipple anywhere around. It was just spontaneous thing.
oh,
Right. So his body just gave him the signal that, oh, okay, well, maybe you're hungry. Maybe it's time to latch on, or maybe it's, something else you're getting from that experience. But your body knows all that. It has all that wisdom.
yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Wow.
great.
Thank you.
So as we come to a close here, I want to welcome Mike. Hi, Mike, a friend of mine working together with Mike. And
Hey, Mike.
So as we,
Hey, Mike.
yeah. And so like one of the things here is let's leave the day with what is the word for us today, so we can share, introduce Mike to what we start our call with, but we'll do it in a way that we're ending our call with it, so that we're taking it with us today. And then Mike, I'll invite you at the end to share your word. What I mean by your word, it's like out of everything we choose one word, and it gives us the foundation, the truth from which we start with.
Mm-hmm.
As in this group where we come together as equal. We're all equal. What are we all equal at? Geniuses. We're all equal geniuses.
Yes. Love that.
All equal geniuses. And then we're all greatness and gifts. And how we're knowing that is yes and.
Oh, yes. Love it. Oh,
So yeah,
yes.
I'm all about equality too.
Oh.
And when a friend of mine asked me like, who wears the pants in a relationship,
Oh my
I
God.
said, I wear the pants. My wife takes them off.
Oh, that's wicked. Oh, that's so good. Oh God, that's so powerful.
So we're equal, right?
Amen. Oh God, that's good. That's wicked. Oh my God, you bad boy. In a good way. Oh, that's classic. That's a classic. I'm gonna remember that. I like that. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I just noticed that Mike checked out, but
You're what?
I said I just noticed that Mike checked out.
Oh no. Oh,
Good.
maybe he'll come back. He'll come back.
All good. We can still leave our words. Yeah.
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 In fact, I'm going to give you mine because I haven't yet, which is
Thank you.
kind of bizarre. Wide open.
Amen. Wide open.
Stay wide open.
Wide open spaces.
Wide open spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to exit.
Yes.
So
Okay.
thank you, everyone. It's been
Thank
fun
you.
again.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank
Craig.
Thank you,
Always.
Craig. It was awesome.
Yeah,
Always
big
a
love,
pleasure.
everybody.
I
Yep,
really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Anyone else want to leave their word, and then we'll chat. We'll leave our
My-
head
my-
off to our day.
Yeah. Yeah, my word for the day was believe, but I think it's softness.
Yeah. It has
For
to be
me, it's-
obvious action.
Yeah,
It's so
take it,
obvious. Yeah, I'm taking it home. I'm taking
embrace
it
it,
home.
Change it.
engage with it.
Yeah,
Embrace it.
I'm going to love it.
Yes, yes.
I'm really going to love it. I'm really going to love it. Put all my attention to it and focus. And I love that. I just love that. I feel it and love it. Thank you.
And mine was communication.
Mhm.
But communication, not just through words. So feeling, action.
Mm.
So yeah, that was mine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it's not mine. It's what I'm using today,
Well, it's ours
Yeah.
now.
right? Yeah. No, but it's you can use it too. That's what I mean. You know,
Well, I'll take it. I'll take
I
that.
don't own words. Let's put it that way.
What we did effective communication today by opening wide open spaces,
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
there could softness could exist.
And a soft place to fall. And a soft place to fall.
Yep.
That's how I will buy it. A soft place to fall. Because this is what I feel. I have a soft place to fall.
Yes. Yes, and
Yes, and soft place to fall. Yes, and it's changed. It's changed everything. I'm telling you, changed everything.
So-
Thank you.
It's
Mhm.
So the
easier to
image I
dump a high
got-
bar.
Yeah, the image I got is like, remember when you're young and then like you try to fall backward and then like you got
Yes,
friends
Pascal.
that try to catch you.
Yes.
Yeah, so you trust them and then
Uh-huh.
you felt in their arm.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what I got.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, it's very cool. Soft place to fall. Thank you. Beautiful. Great demonstration, great witnessing, great experience, great anchoring, great change. Wow. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I say. This is amazing. Woo. Wow. Thank you.
yes, thank you all. Have a great
Okay.
day, and I'll see you again next time.
I tend to
Okay.
see ya.
Yeah, you
Big love,
too,
Love you.
guys.
everybody.
We'll see you
Bye.
tomorrow morning.
Yes,
Great.
see you tomorrow morning.
Mhm.